going on, everybody? We over here in Indiana. We over here at the we got a shop, and show you a little bit about it. I'm gonna put the CCV filter on this morning. I come over here, went Dodge, picked up my CCV filter. I wish I'd ordered it off Amazon, been a whole lot cheaper. Yeah, we're gonna pick up we got some South California 35 foot. I got just printing paperwork out, and I'll go through all that in a minute. But I met a subscriber over here, and he's got a truck I was wanting to show you a little bit about here in the shop, and pretty cool what he done. All right, so he got the light bar on in the front, just like I do, and then he put this one. He took the ram right here off in the center, and put a customized on light bar on. Got a little light action going on. See, that's pretty cool. It's bright. So he definitely ain't gonna have no trouble seeing. But also I want to show you the inside of his truck.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, what's going on?
Yeah.
Look at that TV over there. Put that over to the TV. Look at that.
Yeah.
He got a big TV set up in here.
Yeah, and it like it's mobile or whatever. He can
take it. Yeah, he can pick it up, and he also, whenever he's laying in a bed, he can put it right up.
You can set it up here on this and lock it in.
Yeah, lock it in. That way, when he's in the bed, he can sit there and watch TV. And on top of that, can I open your back door?
Yeah.
He's got his bed back here, and the way he done his bed was he's got a box with 3 12s. 4?
4. Yeah.
4 12s, my bad. 4 12s. And he listened to turned it up a while ago. That thing sounds really good. It was rocking, that's for sure. And then he's got his bed right there on top, and he's got built-in cubby holes right here at the box where he can store stuff on each side. I thought that was pretty cool. And he got a pretty sharp truck. He already got some rims and stuff on it.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right. Got the rims on. He got a pretty sharp truck.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, like, subscribe to Mr. Tennessee if you hadn't. Everybody knows him up here. Real famous guy, good guy. And have a good day. See you later.
What's going on, everybody? All right, we in that car. We over here to head to Goshen, about 17 miles from Goshen. All right, got up this morning. I slept over at the Loves. Got me some coffee. Went in, brushed my teeth, got some coffee. Went to Dodge, got my part, my CCV filter. Went over to the office, met some pretty cool people. Hung out with them for a little while, changed my filter. Then we went and got our tires rotated, and which is right down the road. And I called about the tent, the ceramic wrap tent. Put on my 2 sides, 70%. Try to keep the sun from burning my arms and stuff. But the guy was covered up, so he couldn't get to me. So what I'm gonna do? He told me to give him a call when I get down there and get this one kicked off. When I get headed back, probably about 3 days before I get back. Probably when I get kicked off, next morning when I get up, I'll call him, let him know what day, try to pencil me in, get me in here. And I called the other places around, they were packed. They couldn't get to me for a couple of weeks. I guess it's that time of the weather, so everybody's trying to get their windows tinted. But then I went to Walmart, got me some groceries, got me some salad, some turkey, all that good stuff. So we're ready to go. So now we're ready to go down here and get this load and make this turn, and I'll get the paperwork out. We're going to San Marcos, California is where we're going. I don't know if I've ever been there before. I'd have to go back, look at my videos, or even if I've been there before I started making videos. But It's a 35-foot fifth wheel, so it shouldn't be that heavy. I'm hoping. I think it's a Momentum. So it's 2,165 miles, paying $2.16 a mile. So I'll put down the fuel, get the fuel trip on this. I started my fuel in Wisconsin. That's where I started my fuel, topped off my truck, my auxiliary tank, and it was all empty. And then it got here right now. I've got 65 miles from empty, and I haven't turned on my auxiliary tank yet. So when I get down here, I'll turn my auxiliary tank on when I'm getting loaded. But all in all, been a good morning, got everything done, truck's running. Oh yeah, we stopped and got the truck washed. One of them drive-throughs, $25 to get it washed, but it done an okay job, pretty good. I mean, decent. There's a few things it couldn't get off, which unexpected, one of them drive-through, but no brushes on it. But at least we got that done. And go down here, hope we don't get into no mud. It's supposed to be raining tomorrow, so I'm glad to be getting out of here. And it's trying to warm up a little bit, so that's a good thing. But let's get down here and see what we can get into. All right, we just got here. We're getting to Montana. I'm out of San Momentum. Not looking at the paperwork. So I seen, there's my number right over there. So I'm going to check everything out. Little 35-footer. And today is not bad. It's semi-dry. Hope we can find the keys and paperwork. See, I ain't got to be in no mud. So let's check everything out and make sure we ain't got no damages. On this one, I didn't really see no damage except on the back. Like I said, make sure you check everything really good. Right here where the window is, see them right there are scratches. And if you go to the next window above, see if I can't get zoomed in. See, there's scratches on it too. So I'm gonna take pictures and go in and send it just to cover my butt. I don't want to think I did that. Also, as I was putting the camera down, even y'all helped me. Right there. I'm all scratched up. So, I'm definitely gonna send some pictures to cover my butt. And then we'll see if we get hooked up. Alrighty. Well, they emailed me back and we got the okay on it. So that's good. But my little light that I keep in my pocket now, my little Olight, has come in handy because it's dark in here. And so I got the battery all hooked up. Now I didn't have to go back to my truck and get my big lamp out. Just pulled that out of my pocket. And we got the battery in there. Lock it up somehow. Alrighty. Well, let's get hooked up. Also, the bungees that I get, put them back in my tags. I had one that was kind of stretchy. Right there it is. It ain't broke or cut or nothing like that, but it was stretchy, so I'm gonna replace it with the new one. All you gotta do is put it through the hole and pull it through. Then all you gotta do is ready to go put it on. tailgate. Alrighty, well, we did all that. She squatted the truck down a little bit, so I'm curious to see what she weighs. I ain't started up putting no air or nothing like that in it yet. Not too bad. The GVWR is 16,000. The shipping weight is 13,300. Well, it weighs just a little bit, a tad bit more where I thought it was going to weigh, but it should be a good ride trailer. These are here should be. I'm gonna put all the paperwork and the keys in the envelope that they give me. My pay sheet, I'm gonna keep it out because they don't even know that. I get paid pickles and pickle juice. So I'm gonna put all my paperwork in there. I've already signed it. Drop the keys in there so I don't lose them, which I gotta remember whenever I get there. I'll need the keys to lock the, it's got on the control panel, it's got a little door, closes up, hit the lock button. But when you do that, make sure you get your, hook your breakaway cable. When you hook up, make sure your pin is all the way in and your arm on your fifth wheel, and then go put your pin in. And make sure, like on mine, I'm making my hair out shut. No, I've already showed y'all, but I wanna, just to make sure, see if I can't get the camera right here. See that little green right there? Get my hand in there right here. See, I know I'm good. I got my arm in. My arm is all the way in, and I got my pin. And then you want to make sure when you hook your breakaway cable up, and make sure them jaws, see if I can't zoom in a little bit, them jaws are just like that. If the one is below, above, or if they're not connected, it's not hooked up right. Try again. Well, I see right over in that top window, there is a light on. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go kill the main.
For me to help you with that.
No, don't, Siri. All right. Said I need a map to help me with that. I know where it's at. We'll go cut the main power off so that way I don't want to run my battery down, nothing like that. But we're good to go. Let's go make some money. All right. So what I done was, I knew when I cut the power off, it was still on, and I was thinking, it's still hooked up to the truck. Of course, the lights are gonna be out. But anyway, I went ahead and just cut the power off, the main power source anyway, because whenever I get there tonight, all I have to do is just remember to unplug the cord from my truck. So then it should kill all power where it's not running off my truck battery and killing my truck battery, and it's not running down the battery I got in the camper. And I did look, see if I could cut the lights off, but I can't. The slide out stuff, you can't get in there and do it. So, but anyway, let's get rolling. All right, good morning, everybody. It is April 30th, Saturday. Just got up, come out here to Effingham, the Petro. I always park in the Petro because right beside the Petro, there's a steakhouse. It's kind of a bar steakhouse deal, but they got really good steak. I mean, for out here, it's pretty good. And Petro had, this Petro here in Effingham has Dunkin' Donut coffee. I don't like Dunkin' Donut coffee, but they built a Huddle House. IHOP. No, it's IHOP. So I went in, woke up, brushed my teeth, and took my coffee mug in, my coffee mug in, and I asked them, I washed it and give it to them, everything. I said, I want to buy a cup of coffee to go, half a cup, just fill this halfway, give me two creamers, and $3.18. Last night when I was sitting over at the steak place eating, And by the way, shout out to a subscriber who cashed at me, told me he was buying my lunch. I really do appreciate it. That was cool. And the steak was good. And maybe one day I'll catch you out here and we'll run low together and I'll buy you a steak. Anyway, $3.18 I thought was crazy. Even if I went to the truck stop and got a large coffee and used their coffee cup, it wouldn't have been that high. And I told them, like I said, fill it halfway. But whenever I was in there eating at the steakhouse, another subscriber put down, I think in my last video, I think the last video that I put out, talking about the coffee pot. He went to Walmart and found, because I've been looking for one, because I have a 1,000-watt inverter, but I took it out because I didn't really use it for anything because I have a little bitty one. But I'm gonna put my 1,000-watt inverter back in. I was gonna put a 2,000-watt in here because I couldn't find a coffee pot big enough to run off the inverter. Everything I was looking at wattage-wise was too high. But they said that this worked on a 750-watt inverter. So I screenshot that, sent it to my sandwich maker. So when I get back home, I'm putting that 1,000-watt inverter back in here. Oh, sandwich maker calling, hold on. Talk to you in a minute, sandwich maker. All right, but so I'm gonna put that 1,000-watt back inverter, get her to give me that coffee pot, and I'm gonna start doing it myself because I buy the big boxes at home. I have, when you put the little cups in, make your own coffee. Well, I buy the big boxes of it and order them off of Costco. And they're averaging about 54 cents a cup of coffee. I just paid $3.18. Rip off. But anyway, I'll show you where the steakhouse is and everything. And that way, if y'all ever come to Effingham at the Petro, if you want something good to eat, check it out. All right, there's the IHOP, Petro. They got a truck washed over there. And then you walk right here. See, I'm parked right here. 18-wheeler's parked right there. See if I can zoom in on the sign. Boom. You just walk right over there. They got good food. Alrighty, y'all. We pulling out over here. We're gonna go
take the next right to stay on Fayette Avenue, then turn right.
Head over towards Springfield, Missouri, get some fuel. We about 302 miles from there. So we're gonna go over and get us some fuel. But as I just done that little clip back there. I was editing everything and putting it into it, adding it. I was thinking, looking at the calendar, I had to ask Siri, hey Siri, when's Mother's Day? Mother's Day is May the 8th. I'm like, huh, this video's coming out May the 8th. So for all the mothers out there that's watching this video, happy Mother's Day. Hope you enjoy it. Hope you have a great Mother's Day. Y'all get to do whatever you want to do, relax, and people. I tell you. But I just want to say happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to my sandwich maker at home. She kind of got the cheat for Mother's Day. She sent me. She wanted a new pair of pajamas for Mother's Day, and for Easter I got her a new pair of shoes, and so she wanted a new pair of pajamas. So it's gonna be delivered today. I told her, like, you can't open them. Gotta wait till Mother's Day. But happy Mother's Day for all the mothers out there. And I hope, like I said, hope you have a great Mother's Day. Guys, you need to take your wife out. Let her get all fixed up, fancied up if she likes that. Take her somewhere nice, buy her a steak or chicken fingers. Like it's weird. I can carry my sandwich maker to a steakhouse, the nicest steakhouse in the world. I mean, I can't afford to. I'm just saying, if I could, she'd order chicken fingers. The only time she really eats steak, if I cook her one. She used to not eat steak and ribs. And finally, on that Traeger smoker I got, I cooked and she tried it. And every once in a while she'd try a little bite. But I had to make sure hers is done. And the first time I cooked her ribs, I burnt them. She loved them. I was eating them, I was like, Lee. But that's just the way she likes hers. But I also want to throw some information out there. I know I'm rambling right now, but because I was thinking about making a separate video on this, but I'm not. I'm going to put this in this video. For everybody out there that is looking to get in RV transport, okay? Do not be swayed by people trying to get you to come to their company. Do not be swayed by YouTubers trying to get you to come to their company. Do not be swayed by me. First thing, I don't try to get nobody to come to Indiana Transport. I just tell them what they got to offer. But if you got a friend that works at a company and he's trying to persuade you, ask them. You get a bonus? You get a kickback? If they say yeah, well, you need to check out the company regardless. Don't fall for somebody trying to build up a company and you got your livelihood on that and they're going to get a kickback of $100, $150. You're going to get over there and you're like, this ain't nothing like you were saying. This is not what I want to do. Do your research. Do I think Indiana Transport is a good company? I do. The reason is because of the load board. Does other companies pay more than Indiana Transport? Absolutely, they do. But money ain't always the best, you know, to make the most money. It ain't always the best. And I seen a video, and that's why I'm putting this in the video, is because don't be misled by other people. Do your own research. Research all the companies. My advice to you is research at least 3. And make sure, and the reason I'm putting this in there is because I got quite a few subscribers, all right, that live down the Florida, Georgia, Tennessee area. And they want to run, when they get ready to go home, they want to get to Florida and go back home. I mean, I get so many emails on this, and text messages, and phone calls. That a lot of companies, they'll go to work somewhere, and they'll live in, say, I'm just throwing Florida out for instance. They can't, they're going to have to use their money to go back home. I talked to another subscriber who has a friends with a man and woman who went with another company, and they've been there for, I think, 1.5 years, and they've never gotten a Florida load going home. Well, I'm just saying, check out the area you live, and if you want loads going to the area where you live, it's very important. Now, all means, if you're going to go work with a company and you got and you already know you want to go to work there and all that good stuff, put the people's name down. Let them get a kickback, because you know they're putting out information. If you got a friend, help them out. You know, put their name down if you want to go to that company. And if there's a YouTube channel on here, at Indiana Transport, we don't get kickbacks. So you don't have to write my name down or anybody at Indiana Transport's name down, because it don't matter. They don't even know Mr. Tennessee. I'm just a worker, and it's just the way it is. But other companies do offer that, do offer the kickback. But if you've got a friend that works there, put their name down. If you're gonna go to work with that company and there is a YouTube channel out there and they work for that company, put their name down, help them out. But don't be persuaded over it. Do your research. Make sure, number one, because when I started here almost a year and a half ago, Indiana Transport was one of the highest paying companies. Now they're not. But Indiana Transport has the loads where people want to go. So, and the freedom of having that load board where I don't have to make a phone call. And like on the damages on this trailer, scratches, take pictures, I emailed them. Boom, I got another email back. By the way, when you do that, keep that email until after you get paid, after you done deliver this load, so that way you got proof and they say, it's okay, you can go. You got that proof. But don't not be persuaded. Do your research. Some companies and people build stuff up that's not exactly true. And I've seen it a lot, not just in RV transport. Like I said, I've been trucking for a long time, and 24, 25 years now. I'd have to go back to do the figuring out. Well, let me see. 24 years. I started when I was 21, so I'm 45. So, but I've seen drivers out in the parking lots trying to recruit people with that company just because they're making another income off of recruiting people for that company. Even though it might be one of the dadgum sorriest companies out there that'll screw you and leave you on the side of the road or whatever. But just be aware of that. Do your own research. I can't stress that enough. And since it's Mother's Day, I'm giving another shout out to my wife, my sandwich maker. She helps me a lot. I get a lot of comments, a lot of emails, a lot of text messages, and phone calls. And I try to stay on top of it, even though sometimes I don't get the notification and I have to go back. My wife goes to it on the laptop and then sees comments I haven't answered. It might be a month later. If it is, I apologize for that. I didn't get a notification. That's YouTube screw up right there. And she still can't comment on my page. We done tried everything. I don't know what she even made a new. She made a new one and tried it wouldn't work. And I went and looked till I had her blocked by accident. I don't. So, but when you send an email, my sandwich maker, she's handling my emails for me. She has been from the day one. So she helps me answer y'all's questions. She'll get the email. She knows I'm driving. She knows I'm not going to sit there and read all these emails as I'm driving. So to make it faster, I get an email. She gets the notification. I get the notification. I don't look at the notification because I know she's going to. She calls me up, reads me all the questions. I tell her what to put, and then so kind of working as a team to help me answer y'all's questions faster, get to y'all faster. I couldn't do it without her. I mean, not as fast as I do it, and I try to get to everybody as soon as I can. Because, I mean, I'm driving. Can you see me driving down the road trying to answer all these questions and emails and stuff? I'd be running people off in ditches all the time. Anyway, it wouldn't be good. But I just want to put that little bit of information out there. I hope it helps somebody, because like I said, I seen a few things this morning I didn't agree with, my opinion. I just want everybody out there to do your own research. Do not be persuaded. Make sure something is right for you. And the reason I'm putting it out there, because I've had a lot of emails that people are going to different companies, and which is great. I like I said, I don't care if you go to Indiana Transport or not. I'm not a recruiter for India. They got their own recruiting department. I'm just putting information out there. I have nothing to do with Indiana Transport except I'm leased to them, and I work, you know, I get my loads. So that's nowhere hearsay about that. I mean, I have nothing to do with any of their recruiting departments or anything. No money, no kickback, and I'm fine with that. They leave me alone. I pick a load and I don't have to call them. I'm happy with that. That's the way I like to run. But do your own research. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Happy Mother's Day to my sandwich maker. Let's get down here and get some fuel. Alrighty. Just stopped and got fuel, and had a truck in front of me. It was taking its sweet time. And a few weeks ago, Holland Paws put out a video on fried. So I was sitting there, and I've been meaning to try it out. So I had plenty of time, because that guy was getting fuel, stealing ice from the ice machine, and washing his truck. But so when I was waiting, I took out my fuel card and pulled up. I did a TA, and I pulled up that, and I went ahead and set it up. And I went to the settings and everything, added my fuel card in, and set it up. And that worked pretty good, because when I was still waiting, I had time to eat my salad. This guy was still there. I went ahead and hit done a thing to, you know, see if I knew how to do it, and boom, it pops up my code. And so whenever I pulled up, put my code in, put my truck number, if I wanted fuel, def, and you know, all the stuff like that. I didn't have to use my fuel card. So I could leave it in my billfold, and I didn't have to worry about the fraud, and I didn't even have to pull out my TA card, because it, boom, took care of it all right there. So I thought that was pretty neat. I didn't know you could do that, and I guess didn't really even take the time to do it, but I'll set it up. I'm gonna go down here to Joplin and probably get me a motel room, go in, get me a shower, and all that good stuff. I gotta wash some clothes, but got 82 more miles before I get down there. That Petro, it's got that sleep in right beside it. That's where I'm gonna go. I already booked me a room, trying to relax. It's Saturday, want to relax. I just want to say, shout out to Holland Paws. Man, that was a great video that you done. And I really appreciate it. That was something I didn't know, and TA should make it just a little bit more easier. You put all that stuff in your phone, it saves it. That way you ain't got to do that. That would be cool on TA's part. But as far as what he was saying in the videos, that Flying J's and Pilots, and maybe the Loves, I'm not sure. I think so, but that you don't have to put all that. They don't give you a code. You can start it off from your thing. When I get down in the motel room tonight, I'm gonna go ahead and go to my. I deleted my Loves app, so I don't have the Loves no more. I need to put it back on there, but I am gonna put it in my Flying J app, which is Flying J and Pilot together, and TA and Petros together. And that way, whenever I try it, I'm gonna try it on there. Imagine somewhere down through here I'll be stopping at a Flying J to get fuel. But man, I really appreciate that video. That was a good video. I appreciate the tip. I think everybody should do that. Go to your card, put it in on your app, and you don't have to worry about getting somebody stealing your money. So that was a very good tip. So my hat's off to Hall and Paws. I appreciate that video, man, and that tip. Yeah, I was looking at the calendar wrong whenever I was talking about Mother's Day. Mother's Day is Sunday, which is the 8th. And this video is coming out Friday, which is the 6th. So early Mother's Day. Well, let's get down here and wash some clothes, do some relaxing. Good morning, everybody. Well, we got up this morning and kind of woke up early. Wasn't expecting to wake up early. Wasn't expecting to leave before, 10 o'clock or so. But we got up, woke up 6:30. Got showered, drank out some coffee, getting everything ready, packed all the clothes and all that good stuff up. But got out in the truck, get ready to roll, and the scrubber I was talking about earlier about the coffee pot and stuff, and he let me know what he used, and he made me a video. I thought this was pretty cool, so I wanted to talk about it. I mean, he took his time, made a video, emailed it to me, showed me his setup. That was a pretty cool setup, and you also got a nice truck. I like it. I like that Dodge. Pretty sharp. But
there's a speed trap ahead.
Google said there's a speed trap ahead. But I thought that was pretty cool. I've got that 1,000-watt inverter. He was using a 750. I've already got that 1,000, so I'm gonna try it on 1,000. I'm gonna go and my sandwich maker. She actually called me because, of course, it was the email. So she got the email, and then she watched the video, and she called me up and told me. So I went over and watched the video, and I even sent it to Steve Farmer. Steve Farmer went and checked that video out too. That was pretty cool. And I'm hoping you liking them tires. Hoping they're gonna do you a really good job. I believe you stay on the rotation. I believe you'll have a lot of good luck out of them. Because I'm really impressed with the KO2s. That's for sure. But I've got that. I'm definitely gonna go to Walmart. I'm gonna check that one out and probably get it. I do use the little cups put in there. We ain't gotta make a mess or nothing. But and also to be able to heat up hot water like that, like you were talking about in that video, and because I've got ramen noodles back there in my tote. I got 3 packs of ramen noodles. And if you want to have, he said that you could heat up the hot water used for oatmeal. Yeah, you could take oatmeal, put the hot water on there, you get you some oatmeal. But be able to heat up some ramen noodles like that, pour hot water on them like that, that's a pretty good idea. I'm gonna try that. So I'm definitely gonna get that hooked up. When I get back, that 1,000-watt inverter is going in. When I come back out, I'm gonna have my own coffee pot set up. At least I hope that 1,000-watt inverter is gonna work. It should. It's 750 work. So I'm hoping that 1,000 does. But yeah, we're gonna go down here. We're about 344 miles. We can go down here in Amarillo, get some fuel, and go over to Russell. Probably go past Russell somewhere over in New Mexico. Gotta get our permit. We're on 40. Remember, well, we will be on 40 here in a little bit. But remember, coming this way, if you come the tollway through Tulsa, you got 2 tows. 12. If you got 2 axle trailer, then it's $12.25 each time. You got that 2 times. So, and make sure you got cash. They don't take card. They don't take IOUs or anything like that, unfortunately. But so make sure you got cash on that. But when we get down here to New Mexico, we're gonna go in there and get a permit, and they don't take cash. They don't like cash. Arizona don't like cash, so we'll have to use our card you have to use a card. And I stress that, and the reason I'm gonna start putting them in the videos to keep people on the mind. I've heard some people say, you know, they've never messed with the permits, and are they a big headache? Permits are not a big headache. They want your money. That's what they want. You're gonna go in there, you're gonna give them the information, and you're gonna give them a card. They're gonna take your money, and they're gonna send you on your way. So permits is really not a big hassle, and you get your money back. So but the last time I come this way and I was down there was an 18-wheeler driver in there raising all kind of cane because they wouldn't take cash, and that's what he had. He didn't have a card, didn't have a debit card or a credit card. All he had was cash. And they have to see the card pretty much. But he finally called his company and worked out something to where that they was going to be able to pay, but it held him up for a long time because there was a huge line. And when I finally got in there, and then they pretty much had to go back to the end of the line again, and still trying to figure out ways to pay it. But that's why I'm gonna start putting in there to keep everybody on their toes for the permits, the tows, stuff like that. So that way you'll know on which way that you decide to go, or if you got to have cash or if you got to have a card. But let's get down here and get us some fuel. Morning, everybody. Got over here, come through New Mexico, and stopped over at the port. Went in to get my permit. This is on Interstate 40. You cannot use cash here, which I thought was going to run into a little bit of trouble because as they was using the card, their system in there was so slow, their internet, it was kicking out. It wouldn't work. So I probably spent 20 minutes in there trying to get a car to work, and finally they used different machines and one would pick up. But anyway, stopped here, got the permit, and once you start coming, and like the first time, you may have to give them all your truck information, you know, show them, you do take your binder in, you know, all your tags and, you know, all that good stuff. But now, I mean, I took all my stuff in just in case, because sometimes when you get new people or different people, they may do stuff different, but this time it was just nice. I went in there and they said, Indiana Transport. I said yes. They said I give them my truck number, and all my information popped up, and it was $29.20. So that's all I had to do on that. So, and then I finally got it paid for, and here I am. Now we're just go to see what Arizona has in store for us. So let's get to rolling. Alrighty, we're fixing to come in, we're in Arizona, but we're fixing to come up to the Arizona port. And back there, before I got the mile in, I was driving, and I seen smoke coming around the driver's side door and rolling up. First I smelled something kind of funny, like burnt wires, and I looked up, seen all that smoke. I was like, man, hit the shoulder, and I was looking underneath my seat, and I had nothing. I got an amp on the other passenger seat, and that's what it was. The hot and ground wire eased out a little bit, and barely was touching, and smoked my amp. So I got to replace that with the amp. It says the weigh station closed, so I thought I was going to get a little video of driving across the scale. That's right, Arizona closes at 7:09. They close. I'm going to say 4:30. Truck bypass, but even though they got the truck bypass sign on, I think I'm still going to shoot in there just to kind of give you an idea. And you're supposed to get online if they're closed, and I forgot that they closed at 4:30. you're supposed to get online and get the permit. Because if you get caught running through the state of Arizona with no permit, heck, my son's killing me. Now, all you gotta do, they're not gonna let me go across the scale, is see right there, right over there is where the scale's at, where it says scale closed, bypass. All right, what you're gonna do is you're gonna pull up there, you're gonna stop before you get on the scales, and then you're gonna ease on it, you're gonna stop, and what they're gonna do is write down like your DOT number, Indiana Transport, and then they're gonna just tell you to, some of them tell you, and some of them hold up a sign that says go in park and come in. So then what you're gonna do is you're gonna go in park, take your paperwork on the inside, buy your permit, and then you're good to go. You just pull on out, ease on out. We're gonna try to make it to Kingman. We're 273 miles to Kingman. I like to be there in the morning. Like get up early in the morning and try to get this load kicked off tomorrow. So I'm gonna sit here and eat a salad and then take off. So we'll see what else we can get into. Alrighty, everybody, there she is. We rode up here this morning. There was an 18-wheeler. He unloaded 2, so they're gonna check them in and get to us. Truck a little dirty. Camper's a little dirty, but we lowered the legs down, powered the rest of the way down, unhooked everything. What I usually do is take the cable, the breakaway cable right here, and the cord, just to be nice, and roll it up, tuck it in there for them, out of the way. Everything's already done except waiting for the battery box to go in. So, all in all, this right here wasn't that bad of a trip, except I got shut down for 1 day for wind. Alrighty, well, like I said, I got shut down 1 day for wind. I guess it is what it is. This load paid $2.16 a mile, 2,165 miles. Paid $4,676.40. Now, I set the 1 day, like I said, for wind, and the wind was hitting me. After that day, when I got into New Mexico, wind was hitting me head on, which dropped my fuel mileage again for 2 weeks in a row, back to back, the Washington trip plus this trip. But so it dropped it down a whole lot more than usual. So I used a whole lot more fuel. But also that the fuel prices, I noticed where I get the best discounts and this and that, the fuel prices have went up. The lows haven't went up yet. This one paying $2.16 with the fuel the way it was, pretty much fuel over $5 a gallon every time I buy it. $5.15, $5.30. $5.32. The other one was a little bit more, can't remember exactly. But I spent a total of $1,420.36 in fuel. That it's kind of disappointing, but it is what it is. It will get better. We're just playing the waiting game, I guess, right now. But it was a good trip besides the wind. If the wind wouldn't have played a factor, I believe I could have put a little bit more money of that in my pocket. And but I guess that's it for this video. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Y'all be safe out there. Like, comment, subscribe, share it. Hit the bell notification so you'll know the next time I put one out. And see you on the next one.